Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel, Magnetize Official. I'm so grateful you've chosen to share your time and energy with me today. As I sit here preparing to connect with you, I can't help but notice a breathtaking scene unfolding outside my window. Sunlight breaking through the clouds. This image feels like a perfect reflection of your energy. A radiant light piercing through old, limiting beliefs and clearing the mental fog that has shrouded not just your life, but the collective awareness of those around you. You are, quite simply, a beacon of transformation. Your journey is inspiring others to shed outdated frameworks and embrace a brighter, freer way of being. Think about it. Every time you confront and challenge a deep-seated belief, perhaps one passed down through your family for generations, you're doing profound work that ripples out far beyond yourself. Whether these beliefs relate to physical health, age, finances, success, or career. Your courage in breaking these cycles illuminates the way for others to follow. Your inner growth is a gift not just to you, but to everyone who crosses your path. Now let's dive into today's reading. I'll begin by shuffling the energy oracle cards, and together we'll explore what the universe wants you to know right now. If you'd like to deepen your connection to this reading, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. These simple actions help strengthen the energetic link between us, ensuring the messages align even more closely with your unique circumstances. As we move forward, I encourage you to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Readings like these connect with many energies and situations, so trust your inner guidance to discern what feels meaningful for you. For some of you, the name Layla, or an L initial, might carry special significance. It's something that came through strongly as I tuned in. The first card that's come forward is the Healer of the Ages in reverse. This card features a masculine figure, and while we'll explore its meaning further, I want to remind you that when I refer to masculine and feminine energies, I'm not talking about gender. These energies are universal, representing dynamics within us all. Whether this card reflects your internal balance or points to an external connection, perhaps a person, environment, or situation, trust your intuition to guide you. Right now, I'm sensing restless energy from a male figure. This individual feels deeply reflective, as though they are navigating a powerful phase of healing. Their energy feels tied to the Door to Value card, which appeared upright in the reading. This card often speaks of newfound clarity and opportunities, particularly in how one views a situation. For this person, there's a growing awareness of the value you bring, not just to their life, but perhaps to a broader vision they are only beginning to grasp. Stay tuned, as we'll uncover more about these energies in just a moment. But for now, let this be a reminder. Your light, your healing, and your growth are far more impactful than you might realize. You are helping to shape a world where authenticity and truth can flourish. Keep shining, lovely souls, and let's continue to explore what the cards have in store for you. If you're tuning in as a divine feminine, something many of you may resonate with, I have a special message coming through just for you today. Of course, this reading is open to all energies, including the wonderful divine masculines. But for those of you who identify with the divine feminine energy, there's something especially important unfolding right now. I'm picking up on a strong sense of a male figure who is deeply introspective, almost restless, as he navigates some inner tension. The energy around him feels heavy, particularly in the area of his throat and upper back. This indicates a struggle with communication. His throat chakra feels blocked, and his heart chakra seems to be calling for attention as well. It's clear he's mentally strained when it comes to expressing his feelings, particularly towards you. For some of you, this could be someone you're currently not in contact with, but whose energy is still lingering in your field. As I continued to connect, I received the name Victoria, which could be tied to a person, place, or even a name beginning with V. Along with this, I drew the Thinking Woman card, which appeared upright and carries a beautiful message for the divine feminine right now. This card speaks to a divine feminine who is deeply invested in her own growth and transformation, particularly in terms of her throat chakra. It's a reminder that your voice and the way you communicate are becoming increasingly powerful. You're actively working on expressing yourself in a way that's authentic and true to who you are. Whether it's speaking your truth, sharing your creative gifts, or stepping into a role that requires your wisdom, you're becoming a master in something that truly lights you up from the inside. The energy around this is not just about vocal expression, it's about becoming an expert in something you're passionate about. This could be a skill, a craft, or an area of study that you're dedicating more time and energy to. The guides are showing me that this is part of your soul's purpose, to grow and refine this talent so you can eventually share it with others. And this time, right now, is a significant turning point in your journey. The coming year will be pivotal for you as it marks a time of increased expertise and development. While this message is timeless, there's an added emphasis on this period of your life. I sense you're pouring more of your time and energy into something you're deeply passionate about, something that calls to your heart and soul. As you do so, you're becoming more and more skilled, and that skill will not only serve you, but will also be a gift to others. This is where your throat chakra aligns perfectly with the Thinking Woman energy. A reminder that you are meant to share your insights, your wisdom, and your creative endeavors with the world. There's also a powerful undercurrent of spiritual insight running through you. You've always had an innate sense of spiritual knowledge and awareness that's far beyond the ordinary. It feels as though this has been with you throughout your life, a guiding force that's allowed you to reflect deeply on life, relationships, and the mysteries of the universe. Perhaps you have a poetic nature, or maybe you are a poet in your own right. The depth of your spiritual consciousness is profound, and I'm sensing that others may not have always understood or fully appreciated the intensity of your thoughts and feelings. As a child or young adult, you may have been labeled an overthinker by those around you. The depth of your analysis and your ability to feel deeply may have confused others, especially those who are more surface level in their thinking. Some may have even criticized you for being too intense. But those qualities, your deep thoughts and emotions, are actually markers of your spiritual essence. They are a gift, not a burden. Now, you're learning to channel that deep spiritual energy into something tangible, something that takes form in the physical world. Whether it's a new project, a creative practice, or a venture you're passionate about, it's becoming real, and you're beginning to see how your inner world can manifest into the outer world. This is a moment of transformation, and the universe is encouraging you to trust the process and allow your gifts to unfold in the most beautiful ways. Let's dive deeper into the energy we're exploring today, as there's a powerful shift happening for both you and the person who's been on your mind. For those of you connecting with the divine feminine energy, it seems there's a masculine figure who is keenly aware of the transformation you're currently going through. This individual feels an undeniable magnetic pull towards you. It's not necessarily that they know all the specific details of what you're doing, especially since you're not always sharing every step of your journey with the world, but they sense that something major is unfolding in your life. The changes you're making are clear to them on an energetic level, even if they don't have the full picture. They might not see every post or every update, but your energy speaks volumes. Isn't it fascinating how we are all energetically connected? The more you focus on your own growth, whether that's diving into a creative project, mastering a skill, excelling in your career, or pursuing some other dream, the more those around you, especially those you've had significant connections with in this life, or even past lives, feel those shifts. It's like a quiet ripple in the energy field, but it can be incredibly powerful. And yes, this includes the people who may not be in your direct circle right now, including those from the past. Maybe you've had romantic connections with this masculine, or perhaps your paths once intertwined in other ways, through work, friendship, or even a shared experience. They're still energetically tied to you, and as you evolve, they feel it. This masculine, in particular, is feeling your transformation. The progress you've made is not only spiritual, but even physical, something they can sense on a deeper level, even if they don't have all the details. It seems that you and this person are currently in very different places energetically. In the past, your paths might have been more aligned. Maybe you were in sync, sharing similar beliefs, ideas, and even life experiences. I'm picking up on a sense of deep reflection from them as they think back to a time when your paths felt more in harmony. For some of you, the years 2018, 2019, or 2020 could stand out as particularly significant for your connection. These could be the years when you were most in tune with one another, or when something significant shifted in your relationship. Now, however, it feels like this person is reflecting on how you once shared more of the same energy and ideas. Maybe you had frequent interactions, or perhaps there was a romantic connection. But what stands out to them now is the vast transformation you've undergone since then, particularly in your spiritual growth. You've always had a deep spiritual awareness, but something has shifted recently that's even more noticeable to them. They see how much you've evolved and the significant steps you're taking towards your personal mastery. In fact, I'm sensing that you've been putting a lot of focus on developing specific talents or skills that are starting to take shape in the physical world. These might be connected to your career, a creative pursuit, or perhaps a personal dream that's becoming more tangible. Even if it's not fully visible to the outside world yet, the seeds are planted and they are beginning to sprout. The focus you're placing on self-love, mastery, and growth is becoming impossible to ignore, even from afar. What's more, I feel that by channeling your energy inward, by nurturing your own growth, balancing your inner world, and pursuing your passions, you are naturally creating space for a new chapter, and the energy around you is nothing short of incredible. I'm drawn to the Sun card, a powerful symbol of new beginnings and personal illumination. It's telling me that there's a bright and powerful new start waiting for you, especially in your spiritual and romantic life. This shift also ties into the Door to Romance card, which connects with your crown chakra. This card is all about your connection to higher spiritual forces, whether that's your higher self, the universe, or a higher power guiding you. It's bringing in the message that not only are you undergoing a spiritual transformation, but this is also a time of deep, romantic evolution. It could signal that new romantic possibilities are on the horizon, possibilities that weren't available to you before. Perhaps someone from your past is evolving to meet you on a more profound, spiritually aligned level, or it could be a brand new soul entering your life. The essence of this transformation is clear. You are creating space for a genuine, spiritually aligned connection. The kind of connection that's built on mutual respect, deep understanding, and an unwavering sense of support. The kind of love that complements who you are, your growth, your mission, and your beautiful essence. You are opening the door to a relationship that can truly support your highest self. This new chapter unfolding in your life is all about aligning with a partner who resonates with you on a deeply spiritual and emotional level. Someone who understands and complements you in ways that go beyond the surface. The masculine energy we're talking about today is definitely feeling this deep pull toward you. Even though you might not be in communication right now, there's a strong desire within them to show up as a supportive partner, ready to step into that role, though they may not yet be fully aligned with that vision in the physical realm. The yin-yang card, which often signals a twin flame connection, is bringing through an important message here. There is a strong, powerful bond between you, one that transcends time and space. This energy also reflects the restlessness and inner turmoil that this person is experiencing. If it's been a while since you've last connected in person, they are definitely feeling the weight of that distance. Time apart is weighing on them as they reflect on how it's shaped your dynamic. But even though time has passed, it feels almost insignificant when compared to the depth of their feelings for you. The connection between you two is something that, no matter what's happened in the external world, feels unchanging, constant, and full of potential. This person has likely seen many come and go in their life, but you remain a steady presence in their heart and mind. I'm sensing the name Michael, or the letter M, might be significant here. And for some, this could even be a nod to Archangel Michael, who could be offering divine guidance and protection in this situation. I also see rose petals, which are often a symbol of romantic love and tenderness. It seems that you are becoming a more prominent presence in their thoughts, sparking some deep reflection on romance and their past relationships. If you've shared a history with this person, it's possible that this connection runs much deeper, even stretching into past lifetimes. Sometimes, the energies of past lives merge with the present, making the bond between two souls feel timeless and incredibly familiar, like something you've both been carrying with you for many lifetimes. This individual might not be fully aware of the concept of twin flames, but they know that the connection with you is unshakable, and it is something that has stood the test of time. Whether or not this fits the twin flame narrative, only you can truly know that for yourself. What matters is that they see your connection as a constant presence in their life, one that hasn't faded with time or distance. There's also a possibility that this person has a strong affinity for math, science, or analytical thinking. They may even describe their feelings in terms that feel like the language of mathematics, thinking about constants and variables in a way that mirrors the balance between you and them. To them, everything else in life may seem like a variable, but you are the one constant in their emotional world. This feeling is so strong that I can sense the emotional intensity in their energy as I tune in. There's a sense of chills and even a teary-eyed response as they come to terms with just how deep their feelings for you really are. But even with all of this intensity and longing, there's a noticeable struggle this person is facing. Tension around their heart and throat chakras indicates that they are having a difficult time expressing their emotions and communicating their true feelings. This inability to speak their truth is causing them a great deal of mental strain and emotional unrest. They may feel a persistent tension from the unspoken words and emotions they're holding inside, unsure of how to release them or how to share the depth of what they're experiencing. Despite this, they fully acknowledge the depth of the connection between you. Their feelings are real, and even if they cannot fully articulate them just yet, it's clear that the bond you share is something they are deeply aware of, something they hold close to their heart. In this time of inner reflection and personal growth, they may need to work through their own challenges of self-expression and emotional vulnerability, before they can step forward in the way they truly wish to. But the love and connection are undeniable, and their recognition of the powerful force between you is just the beginning. Stay open to what unfolds, and trust that this connection is growing and evolving just as you are. The journey ahead may require patience, but the energy and love between you are solid, unwavering, and destined to become something truly beautiful. As I was tuning into the energy, I couldn't help but notice the appearance of 4 cards from the tarot deck, each one revealing an intriguing part of this person's journey that I'm about to explore with you. The first card, the Page of Cups, is quite significant here. It signals that this person might be feeling an urge to reach out to you or take some kind of action toward connecting with you. However, there's an undeniable sense of hesitation or even a bit of intimidation on their part. It's as if they recognize the depth of the bond between you, but something is holding them back from fully stepping into it just yet. This feeling is only amplified by the Door to Value card, which underscores just how highly they see you, your worth, your light, your potential. It's clear they recognize how special you are, but this realization also seems to bring a sense of trepidation about whether they're truly worthy of such a connection. Now, what's interesting is that this person carries a gentle, kind energy with them. I keep seeing an image of a dog, and it's sticking out to me. This could suggest that they have a pet they are particularly attached to, someone they share a deeply affectionate bond with. The imagery of the dog is significant because it also symbolizes loyalty, unconditional love, and companionship, qualities this person is likely searching for or perhaps longing to express more openly. But in terms of human relationships, it feels like this person might not have many avenues where they can truly express their feelings. It's almost as if they've been holding so much inside, but they're not sure where to channel that energy. This person's nature may remind you of your younger self. There's a sense that, much like you once were, they were once thoughtful, emotionally deep, and maybe a bit more in tune with their feelings. However, I sense that the environment they grew up in, or the people they surrounded themselves with, may have caused them to suppress these emotional traits. They might have been conditioned by societal norms around masculinity, which often teaches men to bottle up their emotions and put on a tough exterior. While they haven't managed to suppress their emotions completely, it's clear that they've been surrounded by emotionally distant people, and this has contributed to their internal struggle. I'm picking up on the presence of 3 specific people in their life who seem to hold influence over them, likely friends or male figures, possibly including a father figure. These relationships might not be as emotionally fulfilling or supportive as they need them to be, and they may be adding to this person's internal conflict. Something significant is happening within them right now. This person is going through a spiritual awakening, whether they're ready for it or not. Now, you, Divine Feminine, likely experienced your own awakening at a time when you were ready, when you were open to it, when you were ready to embrace the deep transformation that it brings. But for this individual, their awakening seems to be happening under pressure. Like the divine is gently pushing them forward, while they, on the other hand, are trying to resist. It's like trying to press the brake while the car is speeding forward. There's a real sense of reluctance here, as they're being pushed into new spiritual awareness that they're not quite ready to embrace. A major part of this resistance seems to stem from a deep-rooted fear of fully opening up, especially when it comes to their intuition. They might have grown up in an environment that was very logical, structured, perhaps even one that favored rigid religious beliefs or strict family expectations. Because of this, their spiritual connection and intuitive abilities may have been stifled. They may have even been taught to view intuition and psychic abilities as something to be questioned or feared, which creates a block when it comes to accessing deeper spiritual wisdom. Yet, This shift in you, Divine Feminine, the recent positive changes you've made in your own life, have created a ripple effect that's reached them, even though there may be distance or time separating you. Your transformation is so powerful that it has triggered their own spiritual awakening, pushing them to a whole new level of awareness. They may not feel fully ready for this change, and it's overwhelming to them, but they are being guided to step into their highest potential. The energetic link between you two is undeniable, and it's clear that you've sparked something in them, whether they realize it or not. This awakening is not just spiritual, it's also deeply emotional and intuitive. This person is starting to realize that the old ways of controlling their emotions and their inner world just aren't working anymore. The floodgates are opening, and with that comes a mix of excitement and anxiety. They're feeling vulnerable, anxious, and possibly even out of control with the depth of emotions they're beginning to experience. Their once tightly guarded emotions are spilling over, and they might feel as though they have lost their grip on the emotional boundaries they had carefully constructed for so long. The process they're going through is both beautiful and overwhelming, as it pushes them into new territories, emotionally, spiritually, and intuitively. They are learning how to handle emotions in a way they never have before. This journey might feel chaotic to them, but it is part of a grander spiritual evolution that is leading them closer to you, closer to a state of being where they can finally step up and express what they truly feel. Your light, your growth, and your transformation are guiding them to step into theirs as well, and although it might not feel like it right now, they are on the brink of something profound. The energy is shifting, and the next steps are on the horizon for both of you. Trust that the divine timing will bring everything into alignment when the time is right. The number 5 has shown up as a significant symbol here, potentially pointing to a time frame of 5 years or months, or the recurring 5-5-5 energy, which is often tied to profound transformation. There's an inner calling within this person to embrace change and make meaningful adjustments in their life, but despite feeling this pull, no tangible action has yet been taken. It's almost as if they're standing on the edge of something important, aware of the need to move forward, but unsure of how to take that first step. These changes could relate to several aspects of their life, be it their physical health, their mental well-being, or perhaps their emotional stability. A major point of focus seems to be dissatisfaction in their job, which might be causing them to feel a sense of unease or frustration. This stagnation is further reflected in a word scramble related to love, where the words flame, desert, and remember have emerged. Each of these words carries its own powerful energy, suggesting themes of passion, solitude, and memory. There's a strong undercurrent of deep reflection here, and it seems that this person is grappling with these emotions in their own private space. The presence of the word flame in the word scramble strongly indicates a connection to the twin flame concept. This is incredibly significant. It suggests that this person may have stumbled upon the idea of twin flames and has made a connection between this concept and you. If that's the case, it's likely that they are keeping it very private, possibly even going so far as to erase their search history or hide any trace of this interest. It's as if they are wrestling with these spiritual revelations and are reluctant to expose them, either because they are unsure of what they mean or because they fear how others might react. Yet, even though they are feeling this internal shift and are quietly acknowledging the need for change, they haven't taken any concrete steps toward making it happen. There's an anxiety brewing within them, especially when it comes to the emotions they're experiencing. In the past, they may have been able to suppress or ignore these feelings, but now it seems they're struggling to contain them. Whether it's their job, health, or emotional state, something is pushing them to acknowledge what's been neglected or hidden for so long. The situation with their job, in particular, could be a major contributing factor. They may be dissatisfied or feel unfulfilled, and this could be the catalyst for the internal questioning and desires for change. There's also a sense that they are keeping their thoughts about twin flames under wraps, especially if someone close to them has access to their devices. This could be a romantic partner or another significant person in their life who might feel threatened or insecure by their newfound interest in the concept of twin flames. It's more likely, however, that they are simply guarding these thoughts closely, as if they're unsure of how to approach such a profound realization. The secrecy surrounding this topic is palpable. It's almost as if they are hiding these realizations, keeping them to themselves out of fear or uncertainty. Even if you, Divine Feminine, haven't explicitly discussed the concept of twin flames with them before, I sense that there's a strong desire within them to bring it up with you now. They're on the verge of wanting to open up, but they're uncertain about how to do so, or whether you will even understand what they are feeling. My guides are emphasizing that if you've been considering discussing the topic of twin flames with this person, it might be a meaningful step to take, provided it resonates with you. I understand that many of you might feel a hesitation or uncertainty about bringing this up, and this is because your intuition is likely guiding you to be mindful of the timing. Even though this person is experiencing realizations and shifts, they might need a little more time to fully process these insights before they are ready to share them with you. In twin flame connections, divine feminine energy often carries the impulse to pursue or initiate, driven by the heart's deep desire to reconnect. However, it's important to recognize that the divine masculine may need to process these changes on their own, at their own pace. Allowing them the space to come forward when they are truly ready, instead of pushing them, is essential for the natural flow of the connection to unfold. When you feel intuitive signals that something is shifting with the masculine energy, it's crucial to remain cautious in how you respond. Acting impulsively or out of fear can sometimes create an energy of pressure, which could unintentionally create resistance. Instead, your power lies in holding space and trusting that divine timing will guide both of you toward a natural unfolding of your connection. It's all about alignment, patience, and trust. The urge to control or act out of fear can lead to a misalignment of energy. So, if you've been considering reaching out after a period of silence, or if you're thinking about discussing twin flames with this person, I encourage you to center yourself. Take time to meditate and ensure that your intentions are coming from a high vibrational place, one that is clear, grounded, and full of love. This way, your actions will be in harmony with the natural flow of the connection, and the right words and moments will come when the time is truly right. Patience is key, and by trusting yourself and the divine plan, everything will unfold as it should. If you're feeling a sense of tension or hesitation about making a move, that could very well be your intuition guiding you to give the masculine the space he needs to come to his realizations on his own. This is a crucial step for him. It's about reaching a point of inner awakening and achieving balance before he is ready to approach you. Forcing the process or stepping into a pushy or controlling energy could disrupt the natural flow and leave you feeling out of sync. So, trust in your instincts and allow things to unfold in their own time. This process is delicate and timing is everything. However, it seems that someone needs to hear this right now. When it comes to the masculine sense of unhappiness, there is a key message here, represented by the Four of Pentacles upright. This card speaks to a situation where someone is holding on tightly to something that, despite causing them distress, they feel unable to release. It could be a job, a workplace environment, or even a source of income, something that brings them significant unhappiness, but that they are reluctant to let go of, perhaps because of the fear of financial instability or uncertainty about what might come next. This card suggests that the masculine might feel trapped in a situation that no longer serves him, yet he clings to it because it feels like the safer option. He might even be saying things like, "I dislike this, but it pays well," indicating that his attachment is more about survival and stability than about fulfillment. For others, this situation could extend beyond work and into relationships, whether they are romantic, business partnerships, or long-term friendships. There's an overall sense of feeling stuck in something, unable to break free due to the fear of what lies ahead. The underlying theme here is fear of change and a deep connection to financial security. The masculine might be holding on to a toxic relationship or unhealthy connection, primarily for financial or material reasons. Spirit is gently urging him to confront these insecurities and let go of what no longer aligns with his true well-being. This process requires him to surrender his fears about the material world and trust in something deeper, something that connects to his intuition and his spiritual evolution. Though many of these individuals haven't taken action yet, there's a significant inner shift underway, a quiet but steady transformation taking place within them. This shift is building momentum, and the masculine's growing awareness is beginning to change the way he sees himself and the world around him. In the midst of all of this, the masculine views you as the Queen of Swords. He sees you as someone who has faced many struggles, yet you've emerged stronger each time. Your ability to navigate challenges with resilience and perhaps even humor is something he admires deeply. There's a uniqueness about you that he might not have encountered before. Your strength, your clarity, your ability to stand tall in the face of adversity. The Ten of Wands upright reveals that you hold a dominant place in their thoughts. They might feel a strong urge to act spontaneously, to reach out with a message, or even a call, depending on how in touch they are with their emotions at the time. These feelings might seem impulsive on the surface, but they are actually driven by a profound intuitive recognition of the bond you share. The masculine feels a deep compulsion to connect with you, as if something inside is urging him forward. Yet, despite these intense feelings, there's a part of the masculine that perceives these emotions as a burden. The Ten of Wands suggests that he may be carrying a weight of responsibility, whether it's related to his own emotional state, his current circumstances, or his sense of stability. As much as he desires to connect with you, part of him feels the need to shut down or ignore these feelings in favor of maintaining his current stability, be it financial, relational, or emotional, even though he may attempt to suppress or avoid these emotions. Your presence, your essence, and the shared history between you continue to challenge him. This internal conflict is a catalyst for his spiritual growth, leading him toward a transformative process that will ultimately shape his future. If this resonates with you, particularly as the divine feminine, I encourage you to take this message with an open heart. Spirit is guiding us to honor this process, even if it feels slow or uncomfortable at times. Trust that divine timing is at play and that everything is unfolding as it should. As a final message, I'll draw a card from the Rumi Oracle. This card brings with it two powerful messages. The first reflects the metaphor of the sun breaking through the clouds, a moment of clarity and awakening. It symbolizes a full circle moment where you are leading the way, not only for yourself, but for the collective consciousness. You are helping illuminate the path forward, breaking down old, limiting beliefs that have held many back for far too long. You are a breaker of chains, a trailblazer on the journey to collective freedom and growth. So, keep trusting your inner guidance, divine feminine. You are playing a pivotal role in this sacred dance. Trust the process and know that your strength, wisdom, and patience will lead the way for both you and the masculine to find your way into a deeper, more aligned connection. On a deeply personal level, this reading emphasizes that, for those resonating with this masculine connection, whether it's a twin flame or another significant bond, you are a guiding light. You serve as a pathway to elevated spiritual awareness and a deeper understanding of emotions. This is especially true for those energetically connected to you, like the masculine in this reading. Your presence is unlocking profound transformations within them, offering a mirror for their own growth and evolution. Now, I will share a powerful message from the Rumi Oracle Guidebook. While the logical mind tries to avoid the intense depths of love, opting for comfort and security, true lovers are willing to dive into the profound journey of their destiny, seeking fulfillment beyond their comfort zones. This message speaks directly to the higher self of the masculine in this reading. It resonates deeply with their journey of awakening and the inner turmoil they might be experiencing. Here's a message from their soul. In my moments of deepest despair, I've sought you as one would search for a candle and matches during a long blackout. I am like a ship at sea, looking for your guiding light, or like the sea itself, reaching the horizon, yearning to be closer to you. Even when it seems like I'm lost in darkness, I am still a beacon of divine light. This message reflects the yearning and searching the masculine is going through. They might not always express it outwardly, but their soul is longing for the guidance, clarity, and light that you embody. They are seeking connection, even in the midst of darkness, and this longing is a sign of their growth. You are the light they are seeking, the beacon that shows them the way. You are an embodiment of the living sun, a source of light and inspiration. Your energy, your presence, and the way you navigate your path serve as a profound catalyst for the spiritual awakening of those around you, including the masculine. Even if you're not always aware of the impact you have, your journey and dedication to fostering consciousness deeply inspire others to connect with a higher awareness. This is simply your nature, a beacon of divine light, guiding and uplifting others by simply being yourself. The masculine feels this pull, even if they're not consciously aware of it yet. This is a reflection of the essence of your soul. In the guidebook, Rumi's words go on to say something quite profound, which perfectly mirrors the message of this reading. It is a message of synchronicity. Just as the sun pierces through darkness with its own light, your inner essence, your soul, shines brightly. This symbol is deeply intertwined with the theme of this reading. There's no need to overanalyze or act on this. It's a simple acknowledgement of who you truly are. You are meant to receive this recognition because you are prepared to embrace it. The energy of this message is profound, and I truly believe it will resonate with many of you. It's not just a message for the moment, it transcends time and space. Your energetic presence plays a crucial role in co-creating these readings and messages, contributing to the collective flow of energy. Thank you so much for being here, whether in the present moment or in the future, as energy knows no bounds. I am deeply grateful for your presence and your willingness to engage in these messages, sending you lots of love and light today. I wish you a wonderful day ahead. I look forward to connecting with you in the next reading. You may find that watching this again might bring even deeper insight and resonance. With all my heart, thank you for being part of this beautiful journey.